places to date. They've had some bad games as well, but 2 third places, get another one on the board, and they're pretty good. So, a few big names to sort of keep an eye on going into this last game of tonight, and the final game of Erangel for tonight as well, of course.
So 5 games left after this, of course, which will be on Saturday. QC can basically see the finish line from here. If they get a donut this game, though, it just leaves the door ajar. On the flip, if QC go on and like win this game, Jordan, or get anywhere in the, I guess, realms of like 15 to 20 points and the teams below them get nothing, I'd be prepared to call it, even with 5 games to go.
Can Victim Rise be the first team to get 3 wins in a single night? Q Confirm got 2 on day 1. Maybe Victim Rise. That's where you're like, oh, not quite.
No, not like this.
No.
Did he just try and do a wheelie and then...
He like ran.
With this game, and of course 5 more still to be played, even with a gap like that, I personally wouldn't feel safe. I'd still be feeling like every game is if it's our last blank.
Oh, this is not where you want to be. God Meow right on top of him, and Fury already firing shots into Bahamut. My boy will be knocked by Jukesy, but that could well be finished by God Meow here, and it is. So Bahamut will lose another player, and the woes on Erangel do continue.
Though Buriram, of course, need every points they can get. Still, a 40-point gap is not impossible. Unfortunately for Bahamut, as soon as they run out and away from Buriram, they run straight into White Kikamukau from Fury Australia.
This game, 15 teams alive. Yes, they've gotten rid of Bahamut, but that's one small step on a much greater mission for Fury Australia, and they've been playing
house. I believe they actually went on to win that particular game. It's a really, really good position. This is the wheelie from Veronica. Okay, so he didn't start. Oh, look at this. This is some Mad Max road.
Surely got to be seat swapping this.
Carnage, yeah. Chibarit, though, doesn't need a seat swap. He's got his own designated driver like he's in an Uber, sending it towards the eastern side of Yasnaya Poliana. Gatcon's not going to survive much longer. Veronica puts him out of his misery. Waikikamuka got a run over onto Basil. Astra have been obliterated as well. They've just lost Linksy and Niku's. And, well, this has just been...
crossing through there. If you're going to go past it, you're going to have to go around it. I don't know where we're going to end up here. I mean, I think a lot of teams for this game are going to be hoping for a southern shift. Seymour not going to be spending too much more time hoping because he's out of the game. MSC in a good spot. DIC as well.
Win the game. I'll go this early, Jordan. I'm happy to look like a fool, but if it does go north, I can't see Q Confirm losing from that position.
They are certainly in a very good one. Jen Foss, good spray, and Eagle Sentinel Shooter just gets deleted. Not sure what they were really hoping for there. Went right into a Yoshi Midburi there, to be honest.
It almost fell at him as well.
They're all right. They're all right. Don't worry about it. Even go. You just have to try and breach position and fight it out. There's no other option.
Well, DSC Gaming are actually rotating up north where Q Confirm used to be. They're going to go to that compound. I think they've only got 3 alive. No, they got 4. Actually, do they have it though? Well, yeah, true. Well, I mean, we would have been the only ones to know that Q Confirm were holding up that warehouse. Everyone else was inside of Yasnaya Poliana. They do have to be, I guess, careful, cautious. We'll see how that plays out. But so many teams on the edge of the city of Yasnaya. It is packed like sardines.
Oh, no.
Q Confirm now know that Jowman's behind them. They went straight past Jowman without realizing. So they're going to be able to get this opened up surely easily. This will be an easy wipe on the DIC. Basically, they just walked in, rang the dinner bell and said, here you go, guys. You want 4 easy points? We'll give it to you.
Well, they've lost Svit, so it's not so easy for Q Confirm, but I dare say you're right. Kwan hits a good shot into Jowman. Gem's looking to trade back, but doesn't get the opportunity fully. A big spray. Kwan still surviving right now. Q Confirm won't come out of this unscathed. They've lost Svit. Now Gems is knocked as well. Carnage has heard that dinner bell, Xenox, and they're hungry as well.
Jay is still up though for Q Confirm, but he's the only one up. They only got 1 kill from that exchange as well. Anquan eliminated. Now make it 3 kills. They do at least win the fight against DIC, but are they going to be able to win the war? So many other teams, and there's only 1 player alive for Q Confirm. Back over to Yasnaya Poliana. Day Trader Mog Esports, top 1-7. Nice little hop over the wall. Back towards Jet. Knocked hand with a nade. Primed. looking just for the flush for Fnatica because he doesn't have the information onto flash, and Matey can't throw the nade inside. And for now, Day Trade are under an immense amount of pressure. They're in the worst position compared to Maogi. A lot of teams trying to group up, I believe, at the hospital or police station. I can't even recall. I haven't been here in years. I actually haven't been here, Jordan, since they changed to the new Erangel.
Well, let's see what Cerberus can do.
Juxi knocked down by 6 sacks. This is going to be rough for everyone involved, even Cerberus.
Indeed it is. Fury going to look for the breach. That's good timing from Ronan. He's got a... What? Ronan's done it all himself.
Be like Ronan.
Exactly. Never a better statement. 4 kills for him. I don't even know where they've all come from. Fury have gotten control of hospital and police station.
Vine just watching on from one of the positions you said was taken earlier. There's a couple of teams. Knockdown just goes in, gets the knockdown onto Flash. 4 health. Finishes off Matey, and only 1 left alive. It's Poochills for Day Trade. And it'll be 3 up still for Maogi as they clean out really the last team from Yasnaya Poliana. Buriram only the 1 kill, but 4 still standing as they make the push in the bridge onto Gearbox. Theodora, Chin, J-End. Smoke at the back just in case there's going to be any third parties. This is a very small building. As Beodora goes up into the attic, maybe not the best place to be. Y8's there, though, for Gearbox. He's got the flank. He's going to get Canucksy. This should help immensely for Gearbox's chance against Buriram United. And considering this is a game that Q Confirm aren't really going to get anything else from, Buriram need everything to go their way, Jordan. They're about to balls it up against Gearbox.
Oh, are they? God, Meow has gotten the knock onto Y8. That changes things a little bit. He's got a good positioning out to the flank. Gearbox are not being overly aggressive right now. They seem quite actually scared of Buriram, just chilling in their building right now. Beodora's gone up onto the roof. Jin's just chilling. Buriram definitely want to confirm some more points here, but they also don't want to be dying early. This circle shift is a nutty one, by the way, Xenox. We haven't talked about it, but it's gone north into the field again, and there's just no cover there at all.
It helps out Carnage looking for maybe their second win of the tournament as Golden Cat now push on to Astra. Zoid's got a nade in hand. It's going to be, well, pretty much ready to go. So ready to go. He basically threw it on himself. He's down to half health. 3 up for Astra. Tonke took none of the damage from that. It might have hit the bar on the window. Juxi found a kill onto Noctam, but Insight has now been eliminated. I think Fury are still up. They are. Waiki Kamuka on the kill feed suggests that. Golden Cat, no kills yet. They've got 3 to deal with inside of these buildings. They've got the numbers. They've got the utility. Molotov. They've got everything. And I don't see Astra staying alive for much longer. Tonight just walks in, gets the elimination onto Niku's Extreme. The last one. He goes down, and so does Astra. Fury had gone out just prior to that as well, Jordan. For the Oceanic teams, their hopes now lie up north with Carnage.
Oh, it's still a pretty good hope, to be quite honest. They've got a good position. They're up to the northern side of the map. They have Monty, a little bit more center with some hard cover. As long as B2 doesn't drop to Jayers here, they should be pretty comfortable to at least get a top placing. And wow, B2 just blitzes Jayers. Circle shift goes right on top of Monty and Bryn as well. So Carnage are in with a pretty decent spot. One thing that I am sad about, Xenox, is that Fury hasn't quite managed to get to the 100 points. If you would have told me that Fury would be in 3rd place at the end of tonight, I would have called you an absolute
They're
lunatic.
on 99, Jordan.
They're on 99 points. I don't believe it. They may not end up in 3rd place. It depends what MSC does here because they're pretty close. But even still, massive night from Fury.
Yeah, huge, immense. They've been the best team tonight for day 3. And who knows, maybe if they're the best team again on day 4, could very well win everything. At the very least, a 2nd or a 3rd place. Heck, anything inside of the top 5 is a really good placing here for APAC, considering the level of skill in these teams that are in this region. As we're down to 7 teams, 21 alive. Levi's knocked down onto Illinois. Divine Esports looking to make amends for what was a very rough and slow, sluggish start to the night. Golden Cat, well, they've had a horrible night, but maybe a reprieve in the final game. MSC taking out the 7th. There's Nordra, Terminator himself, that we've coined him. This time, though, things haven't quite gone as easy as it had on that Miramar game.
Well, he did manage to get the kill onto 6 sacks there, but with MSC being eliminated, that probably locks Fury into 3rd place unless Golden Cat just pops off. Don't really see them being able to bridge that gap, though. So top 3 looking like it's probably locked in at the moment, heading into the final day on Saturday. Buriram certainly will be hoping to get more points on the board here to bridge the gap against Q Confirm. Realistically speaking, I think you could make a solid argument that they're the only team right now that could potentially overtake Q Confirm. Fury are 50 points away. Screw-Aram just about 40, and it might only be about 40. I don't think that they're going to get too many more here against Gearbox. Nordra has to do it himself against Xenox, and he's hearing those footsteps. It's JN pushing into him, but taking the timing wrong. Nordra, however, fires a little bit too early, tries to get the smoke down, provide himself some more time. In fact, it's a flash. He does flash himself, but he's going to hide in the bathtub.
Really good movement here, actually, from Nordra. But smart from Gearbox that they didn't try and follow him in there as well. They held their current position, which was the bigger room, waited. They knew he couldn't really go anywhere either. Well played from Gearbox. I thought Nordra still did as best as he could in that situation. And he's been immense tonight. I mean, if we're talking about the best player on the night, definitely he takes the cake.
Yep.
It was his night tonight. Divine's still alive in this game. 7, 8, 9, 10 on the standings, all still in this game. Carnage, 15th, also still in this game. 10 seconds till phase 7. They've had the benefit of the circle pretty much the most this game. But they've been able to find kills on the likes of QC as well, making use of it. Up north we go. Bryn and Monty get the feed in. It's not a compound. I think it's just the concrete base of the electric tower thingy.
Yep, the electric tower thingy is indeed probably a good way to calm that. I'd know exactly what you're talking about. But hey, this is another potential chicken dinner on the board for Carnage. We'll have to deal with Gearbox, who's going to get into that dip, which we actually saw. I think they ended up actually winning from there in Charity Showdown. Am I getting it wrong? Division X, I think, played from that dip and ended up winning from there.
Probably.
But maybe not. Gearbox are quite keen to get into that. And it's a good spot. It's a great spot from the way that this circle's going to shift in. B2 does need to be careful on that rotate. As soon as this circle shifts in, there's just not going to be anyone that can get behind Gearbox. They have this lovely defilade to play with. Carnage is a little bit above them, though. So if they have to push out, which inevitably they will, they're going to have a tough time. So I think they do need to get a few knocks onto the Carnage players, who are going to be their major concern later on in the piece.
The thing with Carnage as well is they do have to be careful that they don't get pinched from Golden Cat and Gearbox at the same time.
Chibarit as well is just the solo player behind Carnage, and I'm not sure that they're 100% aware of that player's position. So you always think about the damage that a single individual can do.
Well, Chibarit can definitely just take at least one member of Carnage away with him. He'll get one kill, like say, onto either Brian or Monty, but then the other two members of Carnage will turn around and kill him. So he can do that, which is...
It kind of ruins Carnage's game if he does.
Well, basically, yeah. And that can't happen to, say, Gearbox. That maybe could happen to Golden Cat, depending on how Tonkay pushes up. Like, if Chibarit gets a really nice, easy kill onto Tonkay, like, because right now he's actually probably more likely to get Tonkay than anyone because he can't see the members of Carnage. On the map, it looks like he's right behind them.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he wants to go up the hill.
No. And if he stays down the hill, then potentially Tonkay and Golden Cat will spot him as well before you can even do anything from Victim Rise. 5 seconds until phase 8. Don't think it's going to change the landscape too much. I mean, besides, I guess, Gearbox, if it goes out west, and while still, even then, they still have to move on to B2. The circle goes. Bryn, Monty there.
Thing is, there's not that much cover for Carnage to play with. They have the top of the defilade. They have the high ground advantage. But if they get pushed, if someone's in a position to actually shoot at them, there's not a whole lot to hide behind. So they'll be relying on smokes and this vehicle. B2 is the anchor at the moment, and he really needs to survive. Shots going into Y8. But a few Gearbox players to deal with. And there's a good shot. Shin, I don't think B2 had a helmet.
They get the revive, though, because he's close. And I don't think Gearbox can push up necessarily.
They're trying to.
They are. They're going to go straight for it. Bryn going for the revive from what I can see. Does get it up. B2's very low health. Not sure how much Monty can really help from here. Bryn's going to push up, though. Gets the initial knockdown. There's a Molotov at the tree as well. Jen's going to be down. It's a double knock from Carnage. No, actually, is it 3? It is, because Tanoi from Golden Cat got Y8. Gearbox are down to just Beadora. They've blown a 4-man lead towards the end here. They were the only team with 4 players still standing. Now they're down to 1, joining Victim Rise. And Carnage potentially on the verge of their 2nd win at PCS, potentially. Golden Cat will be their main threat from here on out. You'd have to think. Tanoy gets the bleed out onto Y8. 6 kills for Carnage. Gearbox are gone. Although Golden Cat, Maximus gets a knockdown onto B2, so only 2 actually up. Oh, Monty's going to get knocked down as well. Tom K pushed up. They didn't realize, I think, Golden Cat's positioning. Golden Cat may just come up with the win. Revive from Bryn onto B2. It will be a 2 versus 3. They definitely cannot get Monty.
They're going to have to pull off something magical once again here for Carnage. They did it against Gearbox, but Golden Cat, a team that's looking to turn their day around. B2, his toes are clipped off by Tonke underneath the car. And it's all onto Bryn, 1 on 3.
I think is B2 just pushing forward to see if he can find information
to
give a bit of sightlines outside of the smoke. Regardless, outnumbered in the end, outgunned. Golden Cat will